Howdy, it's Kevin with Earth 2 Mastery, one of your top 10 favorite Earth 2 YouTubers. Tonight, we try to take over the world. All right, guys, grab your balloons. We're going to party like it's your birthday, but really it's my birthday. So happy birthday to me. All right, guys, I wanted to go over NFTs again today. I wanted to go over a few recent NFT sales. NFTs are booming, so we'll talk about that today on this video. But first things first, use my discount code down in the description below if you decide to buy new tiles. I greatly appreciate it. That'll give you 5% off. It'll give me 5% back so I can continue to grow in the game and support the channel. Also, we have a giveaway sponsored by our user Paul Crook today. He's the one giving away a Myanmar tile. We've got the winner from yesterday's video. We'll announce that at the end of today's video. So stick around and see if you won. Okay, so I'm learning more and more about NFTs. I feel like I'm finally starting to wrap my head around what an NFT is. It kind of took me a while to really understand it. Hopefully, if you already understand it, you can give us tips down below so that we understand it better. Or if you don't understand it all, then maybe my speaking through it can help you. So a non-fungible token, NFT, that's what we've talked about it a couple times, is a special type of cryptographic token which represents something unique. Non-fungible tokens are thus not mutually interchangeable. This is in contrast to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and many network or utility tokens that are fungible in nature. Okay, so the way that I understand this is that when you purchase something that is unique or limited edition and you do so linked to a token, that's going to be an NFT. For instance, the land that we purchase in Earth 2, each tile is unique. It is not interchangeable with the tile next to it because that tile is no longer in the same location. So if they do come out with an Earth 2 token or an Essence token, or even if they decide to make it linked to Dogecoin or something like that, when you purchase that tile, it has a value in cryptocurrency, but it is not directly interchangeable with another item. It will have its own value. Now, it may coincidentally have the same value as the tile next to it, but it may also not because it is unique. So a lot of people are creating art on the blockchains. Those pieces of art are either unique or they're limited edition. They are their own value. They derive their own value. It is not like the value of another piece of art. So much like in the real world, if you have a painting, it is not going to be exactly the same as any other painting. So it cannot be the same exact value as every other painting. Not all paintings are valued the same. So they are unique and they have their own value. The same thing is true of this crypto art. It derives its own value from itself. It can go out in the marketplace and trade differently than any of the other crypto arts. There are artists that are more popular than others. There are pieces that are more rare than others, and those all lend to the value. So let's go down here and see what they say about how you can use a non-fungible token. Non-fungible tokens are used to create verifiable digital scarcity as well as digital ownership and the possibility of asset interoperability across multiple platforms. NFTs are used in several specific applications that require unique digital items like crypto art, crypto collectibles, and crypto gaming. So assuming that we actually are going to use a blockchain or a cryptocurrency, Earth 2 would fall into the crypto gaming category. But I feel like the tiles are also kind of a crypto collectible. And it's possible that the people who are doing tile art, where they go in there and they make a picture on the tiles on the Earth, they could possibly even sell that as crypto art, though the crypto art exchanges obviously wouldn't allow you to list those there. Art was an early use case for blockchain. NFTs prove authenticity and ownership of digital art. The launch of CryptoPunks in June 2017 paved the way for rare art on the Ethereum blockchain. Data art built from the CryptoPunks model and launched the first marketplace for rare digital art in October 2017. So that's 3.5 years ago that they had the first marketplace for this rare digital art. So now it trades on there. You can buy a new issue of this crypto art and then sit on it for a while and resell it. You could buy it and sell it the next day, if it's a real limited edition. There's an actual market for it, and you can see when it goes up and when it goes down. And of course, because there's cryptocurrency associated with it, as the cryptocurrency goes up in value, so does the art. Later, popular blockchain games like CryptoKitties made use of non-fungible tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. And that's also like Axie Infinity, Decentraland, which has its own coin, other games that allow you to purchase properties in the game. There's even that Upland game. You can put money in. They've got their own little coin. It's kind of like an NFT, but it's not really a registered crypto. And I don't know if it says it's on the blockchain, but I don't know which blockchain. I've also seen some games built on the Tron blockchain, and they use TRC20 coins. So those are NFTs as well. NFTs are used to represent in-game assets and are controlled by the user instead of the game developer. So see, that's what we were talking about, where it's kind of decentralized, and how I was saying, I don't know if they're going to be able, if somebody gets scammed out of their property, I don't know that the game developer, Earth2, could just refund the money and reverse the transactions, because if it is built on a blockchain, it may be decentralized, and so it may not be in the exact same, it's not like a transaction that just went through their website. If it's decentralized that way, they may have to go into the back end and open up that user's account and then resell it to the old account or something like that. They might not just be able to reverse it. This lets the assets be traded on third-party marketplaces without permission for the game developer. If this winds up being the case, then that means that we could be able to, we see all these Earth2 marketplaces popping up. There could possibly be one where you could actually sell your tiles without going through the game. I think that might be one of the reasons that they're hesitant to go in and say that it's going to be on a blockchain, because if you could trade it outside the game, then they couldn't really get their cut. The only way that I could see around that is, I don't know if the smart contract, if they made their own coin with a smart contract, if they could somehow set up gas fees where it costs you a little bit of that currency each time you make a transaction, so that if you make a transaction outside of their platform, they could still get their cut. Because you want to be able, you want the game to continue to get funded so that they can continue to grow it. And so they need to be able to get their cut. I don't want to be able to sell my property on some outside marketplace if the game developers aren't going to get their cut, because it manipulates the market in game, and it also keeps the game from progressing, because they need money in order to build the game, and we want them to build the game to build value for us. But anyway, let's get into a few of these art pieces. I wanted to show you some of the recent ones and go over some of the values so that we could see what kind of value these NFTs are bringing, and kind of extrapolate that to the fact that our properties are unique. Even if they don't have a cryptocurrency, they're still kind of like NFTs, because they're a unique digital possession, and nobody else can have the plot that we have. Nobody else can have the tile that we have, because it's only one in existence. Okay, so here's one. It's called Nowhere, I believe. Yes, and you can see it's somebody bought it and they resold it. And here's the artist down here, Mark Tedisco. So it looks like some people standing on another planet and looking at the Earth, or on a spaceship and looking at the Earth, or something like that. This edition last sold for $497. But you could see that it's for sale for $2,123. So they bought it for close to $500 worth of Ethereum, and now they're trying to resell it for $2,123. And as Ethereum keeps going up, they'll probably make it. So the average resale price for this specific art piece is $546. And you can see that initially they sold 409 of them, but 29 of them have been resold. Okay, so it just got created on the 17th. They've already resold 29 of them. They originally sold for 497, and they've been selling on average for 546. Oh, originally here it was $350, and the average is 546. So they've already made $196 in the resale, 56%. Let's go to another one. Here's a chair. Looks like it's made out of carpet or coral reef, or I can't really tell what it is, but it's a chair sitting on a beach, it looks like. Hortensia chair. And it does not come with a physical counterpart. Some of these pieces of art, when you buy them, comes with something like a digital picture frame to display it, something unique from the artist that represents the artist's outlook. Maybe like, for instance, you could have this chair and then you could also get delivered the real chair. It would sell for more that way. You could have this chair and then maybe have a keychain with a picture of the chair that comes with it. Some kind of physical representation of the art, a little bit of a token to come with it that you can enjoy, just to remind you that you have this digital piece of art. This edition last sold for $1,200. And the original primary market price was $1,200. The average resale price you see is $2,085. So they've sold 168 of them originally. 14 of them have already been resold. This was created 4 days ago, and they've already made 74% as far as reselling in the secondary market. So it's big, big markups if you don't get into it on the primary market. Okay, this one is called Flood, I believe. Let's see here. Yes, Flood by Justin Mahler. And you can see that this one's got a little bit of movement to it. The color ebbs and flows. And I don't know how they make these art. I don't know how they make this art or how they link it to the blockchain. But they're artists and they do stuff that's a lot more creative than what I do. It's last sold for $936. 109 of them sold on the primary market. There's already been 43 resold. This was created 4 days ago, and they've already made 32%. So they started out buying it for $777, and the average resale price is $1,024. So these things are going up quickly. I have one more that I wanted to show you. This one was the most expensive one that I found so far. And it's a laundromat with a couple cats and breaking news up there. You can see that the washing machines are moving. It's almost like a little cartoon. And it is called Why Would I Care? I'm Just a Cat. So they're laying there. They don't really care. People, this is a good one probably because a lot of people like cats. And so it's got a draw to anybody that likes a cat. It last sold for $3,250. There was 139 of them in the primary sale. So you see, these can be limited edition like that, 139 sales. We didn't look at one that was completely unique. There could be only one copy of them. Originally, it sold for $2,500 in the marketplace, and it's got an average resale price of $3,226. That's 29% in markup. So they've made a lot in 4 days. And there's been 69 secondary sales. So that one's reselling quickly. The markup isn't as much as far as percentage-wise, but dollar-wise it is because it was a much more expensive piece to begin with. But you can see at $2,500 and 139 of them sold. Let's see how much that is. 2,500 times 139. That's $347,500 worth of art that this artist sold for this one animated print before it went into the secondary market. So almost $350,000. It's there's a lot of people making a lot of money making this NFT art. So if you're an artist, that might be something that you want to look into. But mostly I wanted to show you that digital assets can be worth something, especially when they're rare or when they're unique. And the tiles that we have on Earth 2 are completely unique because there's only one of them. Sure, you could get, if you have a tile in Puerto Rico, you could get another tile in Puerto Rico, but you can't get the same one. The same one is only in one place. Okay, guys, so there's a lot of value in digital art and digital collectibles right now. It keeps going up in value, especially if it's tied to a cryptocurrency that goes up in value long term. Cryptos do go up and down. Sometimes they crash, sometimes they run, but overall, they've proven that some of them can be very good investments. Okay, so we have a winner from our giveaway from last night. They're going to get a tile in Myanmar that was donated by Paul Crook, and that winner is Toby Cook. So Let's see here. I had him pulled up here. There he is, Toby Cook. So you said, I think of Essence like monopoly money. It has a use, but no value. That may very well be. We might not be able to trade our Essence for real dollars. We might not be able to withdraw them, but we can upgrade our portal names and we can upgrade our properties. And it probably has something to do with bringing our resources all together and building on our properties as well. So it's going to build value in our properties, most likely, which we then could sell if we wanted to and withdraw. But we don't necessarily have a clear-cut path to just converting Essence to cash, unless perhaps it's for sale in the marketplace, and then we can sell our Essence back to them if we don't want to use it as well. But anyway, Toby, thank you very much for leaving your comment. I really appreciate you using my code, and go ahead and get a hold of me through Discord, direct message, or through Facebook private message through Messenger. You can see my links are all up above in the description. And you can get a hold of me in either of those places and then get that offer over for a penny so that you can get a tile on our land in Myanmar, and then you can join our guild if you haven't already, or just expand your holdings. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you later.